Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. This package is a beautiful thing. This is an Amazon box, and I didn't order this from Amazon. So the seller or reseller um, recycled this box to send it to me, which is wonderful. So many boxes go in the landfill that it's staggering. And all this cardboard can be used and reused. I'll probably take this box and put some valuables in it for storage, or I'll take it and use it for donating. I do a lot of donating. This box is from Dawn and Mary from Two Good Chicks. And Dawn and Mary, I resell on Whatnot and on YouTube auctions. What could I have ordered from Dawn and Mary? Oh my goodness, it's an avalanche. Here we have a book. I Can Knit. You're putting me on socks. So this is instructions on how to knit socks. Here we go. We have knitter's tubes. The perfect solution to protect your double pointed needles and your knitting project. Ideal to store DPNs of all sizes as the tubes move up and down, establishing a storage short or long needles. Oh wow, so you can adjust them. They're adjustable. That's neat. Didn't know that thing existed before now. Knitter's Companion. Explained and updated. Wow. Looks very educational. Oh my goodness. And the needles start falling out. But these are all safe needles. This has a slightly pointed edge, and this end has the tops. So I really need the knitting needles with the hooks so they can be brought through that straight up knitting. And I guess you could make those pot holders with this, probably all kinds of things. And here is a nice bag, mesh bag, but it's covered in plastic, so you know you could put something. Okay, this. Oh, it's a counter. Librarians used to carry these in the, I don't know, they still might at the Jacksonville Public Library. When somebody comes up to the resource desk and asks a question and they answer a question, they do the click. Now, I don't think it affects their pay, but for some reason, they keep track, or used to, of how many questions they would answer. Okay. If you know what these items are that I obviously don't, you can put that in the chat. There's an organization in my town called Scarf Bomb. And Scarf Bomb knits hats, scarves, obviously, and gloves, and sometimes baby items. But they mainly do it, or started out doing scarves for the poor in town. And during the winter, they would put the scarves around the trees. Now, I don't know if their distribution is the same way now. Oh, this is nice. This will help me. I'm going to keep this, even though there's this stitch measure here. And here's the needle measure. So if I decided to resell some of this, or this would give me more information about what I have and how to describe it. Although I don't expect to do that. But I am around a lot of people that do that, and I buy from them. I don't sell to them. It's kind of funny when you get a group of people and they all buy from each other. They'll be on the panel swiping stuff out. I personally think people should show their fellow resellers the items up front, or what it doesn't sell behind, and they should buy it off the camera. Paris. Oh, how nice. Knitter's Pride. Oh, that's hand sewn. That's very nice. I like the color. Okay. Afghan hooks. This is what I'm talking about. This little hook up here. These straight needles without hooks. I don't know how to, I don't know how to knit at all. I bought this for Scarf Bomb. I may do a giveaway. Oh, look at this. These are all the straight ones, though. I don't think there are ones in here with the hooks, but I might be wrong. No, they're just different sizes. Susan Bates. Ooh, I wonder if she's related to Norman. But look at this carrying case. This is nice and plastic, and it rolls up, and there is a tie, so you can tie it up. Not taking the time to do that now. Here's a loose one of those. And oh my goodness, look at all these. And there's cable in there. And there's some kind of book or booklet. Or maybe a pattern. Okay. Circular knitting needle. So I guess you could do a bag or a basket easy with that. Okay, that's what it is. This is another circular knitting needle with this information on it. My goodness, this is so vintage. Since 1873. I'm trying to find out. C.J. Bates and Sons. It'd be interesting to find out what happened to that company. They ended up buying a motel or something. Here's another one of these. Let me see. I'm going to put this back. And this is just full. Yeah, I need to show you everything in this lot. This is the knife that I bought from George from What the House. I don't know if it was on their channel. I think it's probably on Donatella Bartolina's channel. Good. I didn't make a scratch on it. A little worried there for a second that I would. I have to decide what part of this I'm going to give away and what part of it I'm going to donate. Of course, I guess in both cases I'm giving it away, but give it away now. Let's make sure this just doesn't end up in the landfill and gets to someone that will use it. Oh, okay, it's sealed. inside as well as out. So there was cellophane on the inside, cellophane on the out. Oh, this is so neat. This vase, I love this vase. This vase might not be moved on with the knitting needles because I'm remodeling and I'm going green in my paint color. And I haven't completely worked out the details yet, and it might not work out, but I'm thinking about making the entire living room, dining room area green screen. Can you imagine all the stuff that you could do? And I don't think I'm going to be partial to furniture anymore if I do that, because I want as much wall space available for filming with green screen. It may take me a minute to figure it all out, but look at all those. Very nice. All right, and let me open these. There was another one that was like a layout. I'm not seeing it. Have to go back, watch the video. For those that you buy online, what I do on YouTube is I used to screen print everything. It takes up so much storage space. So what I do is I've got a special playlist that's private that I'll put in that playlist every auction that I buy from. And that way, if things go on for months, never happened with Dawn and Mary. Never would happen with Dawn and Mary. But if I would get in that kind of situation with somebody where, you know, maybe they had a family emergency or whatever, I could go back and watch the video so I would know. I just recently started that because, well, just before Lent, because of some of the other issues I've had with other resellers. And just when I go to Wendy's, I check the order, right? Because people make mistakes. Now, so far, knock on wood, and this is real wood, Dawn and Mary have not done anything like that. So I am very happy with Dawn and Mary. I trust them, but I still check my orders with them, just like I do. Because when you're checking your order at Wendy's, make sure you got the right sauce or whatever. You're not saying anything bad about the person. You're just checking your order, because everybody makes mistakes. And then you just say something like, you know, I didn't get my honey mustard. And that's what I asked for. Could I please have some honey mustard? Wow, this is interesting. Now, these don't feel metal. These are like wooden, and they've got they're pointed on both ends. And here's a tube. That's one of those expandable tubes. And it's got wooden knitting needles. Some are short, some are long, some are pointed on both ends, some are not. So we have a wide variety here of knitting needles. And I don't know if the Scarf Bomb ladies, use this. They all might have knitting needles. Maybe. But, when you're in an auction and you see something you could donate where there's a need, you don't really have time to go and say to someone, hey, do you need this? Because it might take them a minute to decide if they need it. Because I ordered a big bunch of yarn from Big Barn, and a lady from their organization. Oh, this is clear on this side. So, wow. That looks very natural, very wooden. I love this color. And I love these. These are all like teal. And we're in Jacksonville. Scarf Bomb people are in Jacksonville and Orange Park. They might have members that are scattered around Northeast Florida. But pretty much it's Jacksonville and Orange Park. And they distribute it to the poor in Jacksonville. Those are nice and big. I can imagine if I ever started doing this. Of course, the ones with the tips on the end probably are better for beginners, because I can imagine if you're knitting and then if you don't have that at the top, your piece could just come off the other end. I could see that happening to me. Oh my gosh, I know people are going to want me to start knitting, and I've stated before that I'm going to do crafts. I'm just going to have to be honest with myself. I'll probably never do crafts. But I have such a plethora of supplies available to me. And I went over and talked to Cindy at Cindy Loves Jewelry and Paper Art or Paper Crafts. I'm sorry, Cindy. I keep forgetting. And she was doing a live. And she does live jewelry sales. But she was doing a live where she was doing paper art. And it looked just so relaxing. And, I didn't stay that long because, well, I don't do paper crafts. I started to do a journal and ended up not. I keep a calendar. I keep a calendar that's off the internet because it can't be hacked. And you know how it is. You don't want people to know where you are. On the World Wide Web. So, just going to pack all this back up right in this box. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. And then I'm going to check my inventory. And I'm going to post the video. And I hope you all go see Dawn and Mary. Their channel name is TOO Hip HIP Chicks. CHICKS. And they have a talk every Tuesday and Thursday on their channel at noon. I was there today. And they, at the end of the show, explained where they were going to be, where they were going to sell. So, okay. This I'm not putting back in these books. I need to find a couple of books to put on those books to uncurl them a little bit. I think this counter is neat. I have a sister-in-law that used to be a librarian. She might want that just out of nostalgia reasons. But if I can find somebody that will be able to use it immediately for whatever they need, then that would be preferable because I like things being used. Of course, some things, like if you order a piece of Fenton glass from Mark and Michael. Oops, I missed the zero. If you order a piece of Fenton glass, that might be something that just sits on the shelf. Here, we're back to zero. So, if... oh, this would be good at an auction. If somebody's selling a large lot, you could sit there and click. April used to be Countess April. she used to be, the reason she got called Countess was because she started out with Donatella Bartolino. And every time Donatella would have one of her large reseller lots, she would count how many items were in the lot. So she'd tell her, yeah, there's 18 purses. So that's how she got the name Countess. And April's been having a hard time lately, and I pray for April because she moved, and it was not a good move for her. And so she's going to make a comeback, though. Absolutely. She's a darling person. So anyway, I'm going to get some larger books on these books and pack this back up. Yeah, it's another one of Dawn's Franken boxes because this box was taller, which I appreciate that she takes Amazon boxes and reuses them. I don't know why I have so much to say today. I love you all and have a wonderful and blessed day. Try not to pick on each other and leave each other alone. It would be appreciated. Gossip is a sin.